known you for a very long time. I know your music. I've been to many of your dances. I can sing along with you every song you even played.
Name me one song.
A bunch of them. A bunch of them. My children used to be invited when you had little Bobby Lee, the little children, and to the birthday parties. So I've known you a very long time.
I have
My question to you is, besides Bobby Lee, do you have other children, Bobby, that I'm not even aware of?
No.
No, Mijo, that was it. Just Bobby Lee. I'll be darned. Well, I want to tell you that when we still go to dances, to venues, he'll come up to me and he hugs me and he kisses me. So y'all did a wonderful job with Mr. Bobby Lee.
Thank you, Daddy. Came out real good.
Now, you are a musician. Tell me who in the family was also musical in your family.
In my family, I have a distant uncle.
Okay.
Se llamaba John Esquivel. Jon.
Okay.
And I didn't really get to meet him till, I guess, the last few years. And I was just starting to talk to him and blah, blah, blah. And cuando falleció. So I didn't really get to know him that well.
You see, because I have interviewed people, and my goodness, the siblings, the brothers, the sisters, the grandpa, everybody was musical.
No
everybody.
family.
Yeah, okay, well then that's a gift that you had. You graduated from Memorial High School in what year, Bobby?
1972.
72. And you started...
This is our 50th anniversary.
Well,
really?
hey, no information. Let me question you. And you started Liberty Band in what year?
77.
Okay, so right after graduation, yeah.
77.
Yeah.
Actually, the band used to be the Gabe Gonzalez.
Okay.
Mano de Jesse. He used to have the band. That was maybe 75, 76.
Okay.
And then, whatever happened, I took over the band in 1977. And who wants to take over the band? So I said, hey, I'll take over.
And that's when it became Liberty Band?
No, actually, it was already Liberty Band.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay,
Liberty
okay.
Band. I just took over the band in 1977. So I've had it since 77, which we're celebrating now 45 years this year.
Wow. Fíjate.
That's a while.
I know, and everybody has played with you, Bobby. Everybody has played with you. When Richard and I did our Musicians of the Edgewood ISD, and we did part 1, part 2, I called you up and I said, Bobby, who's played with you that attended an Edgewood school? My goodness, you gave me a list of 30, 40 guys. There were a bunch, so everyone has had the opportunity to play with you. Now, question, you picked up the horn what year? How old were you?
I was 13. That was Truman Junior High.
At Truman. Okay, so Memorial Truman, what elementary did you go to?
H.K. Williams.
To H.K. Those were your schools. Because, and I say this every single time that I do an interview, I'm a retired educator and I love to find out who your teachers were because I guarantee that I worked with them. So let me know, give me some of the names that were your teachers, that you were in their classrooms, or you remember their names.
Miss Ferguson was my first grader.
Really?
And Mr. Aguilar was in 4th grade. Miss Ann was my Spanish teacher, but that was already in high school. But, Ramiro Cervera was my first band director in Truman.
Sure, yeah.
And then Mr. Hill came out after Mr. Ramiro Cervera. And then I went to Memorial, and that's when I started with Paul Elizondo was my band director.
Yeah.
He's the top of the line.
Of course. I got to see Paul Elizondo when Memorial was celebrating their 50th anniversary, which was 2017. I got to see Paul Elizondo. Yeah.
Yeah, 1968, that's when they opened the Hemisphere. So we played at I remember playing at the Hemisphere with the grand opening. I was a freshman. So.
Yeah. With your music, Bobby, you performing with your music, where have you traveled?
Well, I've been to Arizona, which is one of my biggest, better places to play at. I've been to Chicago, I've been to Milwaukee, I've been to San Diego, to Yuma. Those are about the only places that I've really...
All over Texas, though? The Valley?
Out of state.
Yeah, but all over Texas. Of course, yeah.
Here, yes, yeah.
Yeah, all over Texas, yeah.
The Valley, Houston, Dallas.
Yeah, Texas, yeah.
All this.
Yeah, which Texas is gigantic and humongous,
yes.
So that's a lot of traveling just right there alone. You know, I said earlier that you've had probably 30 guys play play with you. Can you just throw a couple of last names at me, or a couple of names?
Actually,
You know,
I made a list.
good for you, Bobby.
Not all of
you
them,
you did your homework. Good for you. Go ahead.
but from Memorial, the original players were Ray, they used to call him Chafa Hernandez, William Paniagua, passed away already, Jimmy Cavazos, our drummer, and then Lidro Uriegas, also from Memorial. And then after that, I had Donald Garza, you know, Rene Garcia, Albert Salazar, you know, from Memorial. Edgewood, I had Quique Peña, in paz descanse también, Richard Arce, Oscar Merlo, Louis Bustos, you know, and of course there's
So many. I know it's so many. Yeah, so many.
but I've had some of the best horn players play with us also as well. They're not from the school district, but
Yeah, but now I have seen you show up to a venue, show up to a gathering, jam sessions, and you show up with your horn. And, you know, Bobby, you got your horn? Heck yeah, you got your horn. You know, all musicians show up with their instrument. That's their instrument. Tell me what bands you have played with, even if it was just a venue, just a jam session.
with a jam session,
A bunch.
well, yeah, because I mean, the jam sessions back then was saws, you know, the original
saws,
West Side
course.
horns, and now the West Side sounds, I guess, nowadays.
Correct. Yeah.
Top shelf, and
Top shelf. Yeah.
but I'm talking about old school, cuando estaba Hollywood Cafe, where you know you had Charlie McBurney, Bob Crowley, you know, Rocky Morales, you know, all those guys are.
Yeah. You see
Randy
it.
Garibay, Ernie Garibay, the old school stuff.
Of course.
Lula La stuff, you know, that's those are the Sam sessions of that. You know,
You see, and those names, they ring in my ears because I've heard of them, you know, and luckily I did get to see a few of them, you know, before we lost them, but I did get to.
those were the best, I guess.
Yeah.
Best jam sessions.
Question, can you estimate how many albums you have recorded? Albums? The old 33 albums.
I have 16 CDs right now. Actually,
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
Actually,
That's why I'm asking.
this is my first one here. And this is from 1980. And then, when I recorded this one in 1982, we came out on the Billboard back then. Which I think for being a local band, to come out on Billboard,
Pretty darn good.
you know, we were there with Vicente Fernandez and
Oh
all those
my
people.
God, how wonderful.
Because of the oldies, the first oldies medley that we recorded.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So that one put us on Billboard, and that was, like I said, in 1982. And then this one is our Liberty 3, and this is the one that has La Mucura and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, everybody knows me,
Everybody
knows me,
knows.
even they're from out of state, I don't care where they're from.
They know.
I introduce myself, oh yeah, we know who they are, and they start singing, pa 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 da pa da pa da da. I'm like, oh, you know, they play our music.
Uh-huh.
And then this one here is our 10th anniversary, which is all the originals, plus that on, because we have the man himself, Mr. Charlie McBurney. Wow. You know, those are my first albums that I did in Amen Studio to the Maniguera.
With Manny. Okay. Yeah.
And then I have, this one here was 6 years ago, 2017.
Yeah.
This is the first CD that I started singing. Everybody kept telling me, you need to get rid of your singer and start singing yourself, you know.
Yeah.
I've always been a segundero, you know, always singing
Yeah.
second.
The second one. Yeah.
So, in here, Life is Good, this is when I started singing. And then, of course, this is our latest one.
And the latest
The
one
journey
has.
continues.
And the latest one has what kind of songs on it?
The latest one has Te Voy a Olvidar, Yo Soy Tuyo from David Escalante. Angelito, Me Encontré un Angelito.
Yeah, sure.
Those songs.
Yeah.
Por tal de que seas feliz, Tell It Like It Is, and also has an oldies medley.
Okay.
So I have 7 oldies medleys that I have.
45s, Bobby?
45, I have a whole bunch too. I didn't bring those.
Bunches!
I was gonna bring my cassettes and 8 tracks
Well, of
and 45.
You could go as far as the 8 tracks.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
that's how
God.
long I've been around.
That is
We're
wonderful.
celebrating 45 years, so.
Do you have anything off your list that you want to read up to us? Off your list?
Those are just all the names of the guys that played with us.
Okay, all these are names? Just names?
Just names.
Okay, I thought you had something else.
No.
Bobby, how can someone locate you if they want to find you, they want to speak to you, they want to book you, or they want to find out where you're playing, your next gig is? I know that COVID has been very tough on all our musicians. It's been tough on all of our venues. It's been extremely difficult. But it seems like it seems like we're starting to get going again. Give me a place, numbers or a place that they can locate you.
First, you can look us up on Facebook under Liberty Band, or you can go under my personal page, which is Bobby Esquivel, and you'll get to see all my information, all my music. Liberty Band has all my CDs, all kinds of posters, pictures, email. It's the Liberty Band SA@gmail.com.
Okay,
So,
also there.
and they have posters, and they all have the information with my name and email and Facebook and all that stuff. So
I tried to do a tiny little bit of homework last night on you, but I know all this stuff I know about you already. But I tried to do a little bit of homework on you. Trombone, cornet, flugelhorn. What do you play?
I play a valve trombone.
A valve trombone. See, I didn't go that deep. I don't even know what a valve trombone is.
It's a marching trombone. That's what it is.
Really?
And even the músicos don't know what it is. What kind of horn is that? Is that a flugelhorn? It's a marching trombone.
Really? And you did all the parades in high school at Memorial?
Yes, I was playing baritone horn back then. I started with trumpet.
Yeah.
When I first started playing, with the little combos here, and the unknowns, the epics, and one time we were rehearsing, and one of the guys got my horn. He just felt it. The way I'm sitting right here, just felt just here to the carpet, and the bell just went. Oh. Of course, back then we didn't have any money to buy me a new one, so when I went to Memorial, Paul Lizonda said, "Okay, you're gonna play baritone horn." I said, "Okay."
You said okay.
So I play baritone horn, which is the same mouthpiece and everything as a trombone. So
Yeah.
that's why I started playing trombone.
Yeah. You got the gallo on the lip?
I probably had it, but the COVID took it away.
Oh.
So,
A question.
Go ahead, Ivan.
Of all the music that you've sang, what is your favorite song?
there's so many of them. I mean,
What song would you like to be remembered right now that people are gonna think, yeah, I remember that.
well, that one without doubt would be La Mucura.
La Mucura, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we have a few ballads on that?
Come on, give us 10 seconds of your voice.
La mucura está en el suelo, mamá no puedo con ella.
All right. Okay.
And your favorite song to play that you enjoy playing, you love it, you enjoyed it.
I enjoy playing everything.
Right.
I just love music. I mean, whatever song it is, the band itself, the chemistry that we have, that we all work together.
I'm glad you're saying this.
It's not individual stuff, and whether who's better than who, it doesn't matter. We all play as a team. And the chemistry that we have, all we have to do is just look at each other, and we know exactly where we're gonna go or what you're gonna do, and all that stuff. So the music itself, I don't care what song it is, bolero, polka, cumbia, whatever it is, it's just the music.
Bobby, many years ago, I was watching y'all, and the guys on the stage were giggling and looking at each other. And when you came down, I said that you guys are having fun, and you told me, that's why I'm so glad you made that statement a while ago, because you said, Diana, when you stop having fun, you gotta have fun. It's gotta be a joy, and that's wonderful that your love of music that you enjoy doing it, performing, being on stage, with your audience, the connection you have with the audience. I think that's wonderful, and you just got through commenting on that.
To us, or mainly to me, I don't take it into a job. When I get paid, or I play free, I play the same all the time.
Sure.
And the band as well. All the guys that I've had throughout the years, it's just the chemistry, and we feed from each other. We have it's not nice celos or envy or any stuff like that. I've fired, I guess, 2 guys in all my life.
Wow. Yeah.
You know. And the ones that come over, they stay hasta que ya no quieren. They retire or whatever,
Of course.
So, and I've had some that lasted with me 20-something years, 18 years, 17 years, So it's like they stay hasta que they stop playing or retire or whatever,
Anything that you have an opportunity here to talk to the people who have listened to you, that followed you, or who don't know you. Some people don't know you, and now they got to know you through this little information here about you. Anything else you want to end with? Any comment or any statement you want to end with?
No, I mean, for as long that we've been together, like I said, we're celebrating 45 years. I just want to thank everybody, all the family, all the friends, all the fans that we've had throughout the years, either from San Antonio, from Texas, out of state, because even out of state, there's a lot of people that know our music. They don't know me personally, or I've never played there, but I've seen them here when they're here, either for the fanfare or for fiesta or playing at a wedding, somebody from out of town or whatever. They all know who we are, So, and I think it just makes me feel good because, like I said, especially when I see musicians from out of state and I introduce myself and they know who I am, and it's just like, and they know our music, they play our music, which is it's a good feeling.
Well, Bobby, it's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed speaking to you. A couple of little things that I learned about you, but I think I knew most of them. But it's been a pleasure talking to you. I really thank you. I thank you on behalf of Ivan Peña and myself. Thank you so very much for being
Ivan,
here.
Diana, thank you for having me here, and everybody that's listening. Well, don't forget the Liberty Band. You can go under Facebook, or you can go under Bobby Esquivel. You can go there too. So, and we have 16 CDs. So if you want any of them, I have all of them. So any kind of CDs or promotion stuff,
Just real
T-shirts,
quick.
I have everything.
What's your next performance?
My next performance is going to be next Thursday, the 31st, at Smokes, and then April 1st, I'll be at Oyster Bay.
The Oyster Bake, okay.
And then on the 9th, the night of the night parade, I'll be at Fiesta, downtown Market Square.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Bobby.
So all your listeners, don't forget the Liberty Band.
Good.
Thank you.
Perfect, I think.